Technology Review says that the fake news baton has been passed from Facebook to Google. It seems that Google's snippet tool, which features a select story at the top of search results, often features stories that don't hold up to fact-checking. What will they do about it? Well, Facebook had to deal with accusations of spreading fake news during the run-up to the election, so it outsourced its fact-checking to a group of so-called objective fact-checking sources: Snopes, PolitiFact, ABC News, and factcheck.org. Never mind that all of them have shown a penchant for liberal bias themselves. And as the Daily Caller has pointed out, Snopes, which many people see as the gold standard in objectivity, runs a political fact-check division that employs almost exclusively left-wing writers. Here's one of their writers whose Twitter handle is Debunker. Look at that tweet. We're going to have to fact-check that and get back to you. We shouldn't be worrying about so-called fake news. We should worry about so-called fact-checking. Leave my news feed alone. Let news organizations and websites stand or fall on their own reputations. I can decide who to trust. Joe, I don't need some Google deciding what's important. If I search for a crazy conspiracy theory, I want that theory to come up in the top.
It's true. First, you know, if it weren't for fake news, I wouldn't know one weird trick for everything. I've learned one weird trick, and I've learned apple cider vinegar is fantastic for everything. These fake news are always pushing the apple. You seen the sidebars? There's
yes,
weird
apple cider vinegar. What's going on? Have you ever? What do you do with it?
Yeah, you throw in people's faces. It's fantastic. It shuts them right up. The fake news thing, the problem is with the people reading it, because I see these stories that people post, and you're either an imbecile or you're so blinded by your own ideologies. The way you find out if something is fake news is you look at it, and if the moment you read it you think, oh, I agree with everything this says, it's probably fake news, and you just got your buttons pushed. And it's on you to be discriminating and use your brain, and not just to feel like you want to get rewarded because the world agrees with you.
Well, isn't that the issue? That now, Vinny, people want to... They do not want to be informed. They want to have their ideas confirmed. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's what makes Google so much fun. It's more fun to get your news that way because you can decide which crazy stuff you like, which you don't like. And the real news is awful. Fake news is wonderful. It makes you feel good. It affirms everything you believe. You want facts. Tune into Jeopardy, okay? You get the facts on Jeopardy. But the news is all delivered with a bias. So come on, it's all fake news, isn't it?
I mean, that's just what I say, that the news is delivered with a bias. You can't... The term fake news it's misleading because most people don't have a problem, Paul, with fake news. They have a problem with the framing of the news. They don't think it's framed in an honest way. Agree or disagree?
I agree. But, you know, that cuts to the core of the problem. We're all trying to have a conversation about a thing, but we all have different, like, papers. We don't have the same information. So you can't ever really get to a source of the discussion if we're all reading different stuff. And I do like what you say. I like the idea that the news is basically like a pillow fort that you build around you. Like just live in there. And yeah, it's hilarious. But I think this is inevitable when you deal with these type of lazy behaviors where you're just like, who is this 35th president? And you just yell it at your Alexa device. And then you expect it to give back proper information, and then you're mad because it's wrong. It's like, well, get up and go look in a book or something. Do something about your own life.
You know, we're used to Google telling us all the right, but you know, that's a perfect example because in the story they said that one of the stories that Google put at the top of their search results was that Warren Harding was in the KKK, which he was not. And so a lot of people believe it.
Might have been.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
it is. And that gets us off on a whole graphic novel that we can pitch.
I heard he was a Power Ranger.
Well, that may have been true. Jessica, isn't it amazing that fake news started? Left-wingers were using the term fake news. Trump took it away, and now it's about the Democrats. Isn't that amazing? Fake news. When we talk about fake news now, we're talking about.
We're not talking about.
We are. This is.
We're having two separate conversations.
As usual.
As you point, I liked what you said.
We took the. You got to admit, Trump took the term away from you guys.
He's using everything from us, including my freedom. Wasn't Alexa also spying on people?
Yeah,
it can.
Yes, and okay, so I wanted to say that because we talked about the spying thing. Also, shouldn't there be kind of a fake news truce about things that are actually facts? Like how many people attend an inauguration, for instance?
No.
Why?
There shouldn't be, because that was a dumb story anyway. The whole reason that started is that everyone the day of the inauguration were tweeting out these dumb photos. Who cares how many people were at the stupid inauguration?
Donald Trump cares.
Yeah, well, I'll give you alternative facts any day of the week.